Success. It's a word that is thrown around all the time, a goal that many chase but few ever catch. We all want it, but few truly understand what it takes to attain it. We look at the winners, the people who seem to have it all together, who are living the lives we desire, and wonder what it is that sets them apart. Is it luck, talent, connections? Or is there something deeper at play, something hidden beneath the surface, something that can't be seen at first glance? The truth is, it's the hidden habits, the small, often unnoticed actions that winners take every single day. The things they do when no one is watching, when the cameras aren't on, when the world isn't cheering them on. These are the habits that separate the winners from the losers. They are the unseen force, the quiet determination, the relentless focus that propels people to greatness. But these habits aren't the things that most people talk about. They're not glamorous. They don't show up in motivational speeches or best-selling books. They're not about big dramatic actions. They're the subtle daily decisions that winners make that compound over time, shaping their results in ways that others can't even see. These habits aren't learned overnight. They're built in the silence of early mornings, in the quiet moments of self-discipline, and in the hard, gritty work that no one else is willing to do. So, what are these hidden habits? What do winners do that the losers don't? The answer is simple. Winners think differently, they act differently. They approach life, success, and their goals with a mindset that is radically different from those who never reach their full potential. The first habit that separates winners from losers is the habit of thinking long-term. Losers think short-term. They want the quick fix, the immediate gratification, the shortcut to success. But winners know that success doesn't happen overnight. They understand that true success is a journey, not a destination. They think in terms of years, not days. They plan for the long haul and understand that everything they do today is a stepping stone toward tomorrow's success. Winners don't get discouraged by setbacks. They don't look at failures as roadblocks. They see them as lessons, as necessary bumps on the road to greatness. Losers, on the other hand, get knocked down and stay down. They let one bad break derail their entire journey. Winners understand that every day is a new opportunity to move closer to their goals. They don't just focus on what's in front of them. They keep their eyes on the horizon, knowing that each action they take today is laying the foundation for tomorrow's success. The second habit is the habit of self-discipline. This is where the true winners separate themselves from the pack. It's easy to start something. It's easy to get excited and take action for a day or a week. But discipline? Discipline is the thing that keeps winners going when the excitement wears off, when the motivation fades, and when the path gets tough. Winners don't wait for motivation to strike. They don't rely on feeling inspired. They take action because they know that success is built through consistent, disciplined effort. They show up every day, whether they feel like it or not. They do the work. They push through the moments of doubt and resistance. They understand that discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's not about doing what feels good. It's about doing what needs to be done, no matter how difficult or inconvenient it might be. Losers, however, lack this discipline. They wait for the right moment, the right feeling, the right motivation. And because of that, they never get ahead. They talk about their dreams, but they never take consistent action toward them. They're distracted by their emotions, by the ups and downs of the day. And they wonder why they're not seeing the results they want. Winners, on the other hand, know that success is built in the quiet moments, in the unglamorous work, in the choices they make when no one is watching. The third habit is the habit of focusing on growth. Winners are obsessed with growth. Not just financial growth, not just career growth, but personal growth. They understand that success starts within. They are constantly learning, improving, evolving. Winners read books, listen to podcasts, attend seminars, and constantly seek out knowledge. They understand that in order to achieve greater success, they must first become greater themselves. They are open to feedback, to constructive criticism, and to change. They don't get complacent. They don't let their current success define their future potential. They are always asking themselves, how can I be better? What can I learn today? They are addicted to improvement. Losers, on the other hand, become comfortable with where they are. They stop growing, stop challenging themselves, and stop pushing for more. They think that what they know now is enough. They get comfortable in their knowledge and skills, and because of that, they stagnate. They let their egos get in the way of their growth. But the winners, they understand that no matter how successful they become, there is always room for improvement, and they chase that growth relentlessly. The fourth habit is the habit of building resilience. Winners are resilient. They don't crumble under pressure. They don't quit when things get tough. They know that setbacks are part of the process, and they're ready to face them head on. They know that every great success story is filled with failures, disappointments, and challenges. But they don't let those challenges define them. They use them to fuel their determination to keep going. When life knocks them down, they get back up. They don't stay down. They don't make excuses. They don't let adversity make them bitter or angry. They understand that the path to success is filled with obstacles, and the only way to get through them is to keep pushing forward. Losers, on the other hand, let setbacks stop them. They see challenges as reasons to quit, as signs that they're not meant for success. They let adversity defeat them. Winners understand that resilience is the key to reaching the other side of adversity. It's the key to seeing success through the difficult times. They know that the strength to overcome is what separates the winners from the losers. The fifth habit is the habit of surrounding themselves with the right people. This is one of the most underrated habits of success, but it is one of the most powerful. Winners know that they cannot achieve greatness alone. They surround themselves with people who inspire them, who challenge them, who elevate them. They choose their inner circle carefully. They seek out mentors, coaches, and like-minded individuals who share their vision and who will help them grow. They understand the power of collaboration. They understand that success is not a solo venture, it's a collective effort. They build networks of support, and in doing so, they create a foundation for long-term success. They lift each other up, celebrate each other's wins, and push each other to be better every single day. Losers, however, often surround themselves with negativity. They hang out with people who hold them back, who drag them down, who don't believe in their potential. They make excuses for why they're not succeeding, blaming the people around them or the circumstances they're in. But the truth is, your environment will either lift you up or hold you back. Winners choose wisely who they spend their time with, and in doing so, they set themselves up for success. Now, as you stand here at the crossroads of your journey, ask yourself, what habits am I cultivating? Are you building the habits of a winner, or are you allowing the habits of a loser to take root in your life? The truth is, you have the power to choose. You can choose to rise every day with purpose, with intention, with a focus on growth. You can choose to build resilience, to surround yourself with people who elevate you, to focus on your future, and to work relentlessly toward your goals. The habits that will separate you from the crowd are not glamorous, and they don't happen overnight. But when you commit to them, when you make them part of your daily life, they will set you on a path to greatness. Success is not for the lucky or the gifted. It's for those who are willing to do the work, to develop the habits, and to push through the pain day after day until the dream becomes a reality. You have the power, you have the ability. Now, it's time to make the choice. What habits will you build today? You see, the difference between the winners and the losers is the small, deliberate actions they take each and every day. It's the consistency that builds up over time. It's the invisible effort, the quiet decisions, the moments when no one is looking that make all the difference. The real work is done in the silent hours, the early mornings, the late nights, the moments you choose, discipline over convenience, growth over comfort. And it's in these choices that success is truly forged. But here's the beautiful thing. You don't have to be born with an extraordinary talent. You don't have to wait for the perfect circumstances. You don't have to have all the answers. What you need is the willingness to build the right habits, the courage to stick to those habits, and the patience to understand that success doesn't happen overnight. As you move forward, ask yourself, what do I want my future to look like? When you close your eyes and imagine your ideal life, what does it look like? What have you accomplished? What kind of person are you? It's easy to daydream about the finish line, But the winners know that it's the journey, the day-to-day effort that shapes that ideal life. The winners are not caught up in wishing for success. They are busy doing the work. They are laying the foundation. They are practicing the habits that create the future they envision. What you do today will shape tomorrow. The actions you take now, the discipline you build now, will determine who you become. The reality is, you can choose to make today count. You can choose to wake up with a sense of purpose. You can choose to work, even when it feels hard. You can choose to take responsibility for your results. You can choose to build your resilience. You can choose to become the person who doesn't quit when it gets tough. But it's all a choice. Every day, you have the opportunity to choose your actions, your thoughts, and your habits. The winners know that their results come from the little things they do consistently. They know that there is no shortcut. There is no magic pill. It's the compound effect of good decisions, repeated over time, that creates real success. So, let today be the day that you decide to choose the habits of a winner. Be disciplined in your decisions. Be consistent in your actions. Choose to grow, to push forward, to rise above your circumstances. Surround yourself with the right people who believe in you, who challenge you, and who will help you rise. And when you start building these habits, when you start committing to the work, to the long-term vision, to the small steps that lead to greatness, you will look back one day and realize that the journey was worth it. You will become the person you always dreamed of being because you decided to make the right choices today. The hidden habits that separate winners from losers are not secrets or mysteries, they are choices. They are daily decisions that anyone can make. And the beautiful truth is, you already have everything you need within you to succeed. The only thing left is to decide. To decide that you will build the habits that will shape your future. To decide that you will rise every day with purpose. To decide that you will take action, even when it's hard, even when it feels like the world is against you. So, what will it be? Will you commit to building those winning habits? Will you choose to stand up day in and day out and give your best? Will you make the small decisions that lead to big success? The power is yours. You can decide today. The winner you want to be is within reach, but it starts with the choices you make right now. This is your time. This is your opportunity. Now, make it count. As you stand on the edge of this moment, remember that every single day is a new beginning. It's not just a fresh start in a calendar year, a new month, or a new week. It's a new opportunity to decide who you want to be, what you want to achieve, and how you will approach your life. Today is where the magic begins. Today is where you decide that nothing will hold you back. No excuse will stop you, and no fear will stand in your way. So take a moment right now to look inward. Reflect on the habits you've been building up until this point. Have they been pushing you towards success, or have they been holding you back? Every choice you've made, every small habit you've created, has led you to this moment. Now, you get to decide how your story continues. The winners in life are not the ones who are born into perfect circumstances, or the ones who always have the most resources. They are the ones who make the most of what they have. They are the ones who refuse to be controlled by their circumstances, who shape their destiny by shaping their habits. Winners understand that everything is a choice, every thought, every action, every decision, and every reaction. And here's the key. The choice is always yours. Every day, you have the power to choose the person you are becoming. You have the power to decide whether or not you will rise above mediocrity and live the life that is waiting for you, the life you deserve. And as you build the habits that separate winners from losers, you will find that your life becomes a reflection of your choices, a life defined by purpose, growth, and relentless pursuit of excellence. So start today. Take that first step, even if it feels small. Small actions, when done consistently, create monumental results. It doesn't matter where you are right now. What matters is where you're going. And if you want to go further than you've ever gone, you must begin by making different choices. You must begin by embracing the habits of a winner, the habits of discipline, focus, resilience, and relentless action. You don't have to have all the answers right now. You don't need a blueprint that will guarantee success at every step. All you need is the willingness to take action and the discipline to keep going, even when it gets hard. The rest will follow. The truth is, your future is shaped by your daily habits. The habits you form today will determine the life you live tomorrow. So choose wisely. Choose to rise with purpose. Choose to embrace the grind. Choose to show up every day for your dreams. And one day, when you look back, you'll realize that the journey you took was worth every single step. This is your moment to create a life of meaning, a life of success, a life of fulfillment. It all starts with the habits you decide to build today. Will you be the winner you're meant to be? Will you do what it takes? The choice is yours. Now, go create the future you've always dreamed of. One habit, one decision, one action at a time. The world is waiting for you to step into your greatness, and there's no time like the present to begin. As you move forward, understand that this moment, right here, is not a fleeting one. This is where transformation begins. The truth is, change doesn't happen in grand gestures. It happens in the quiet moments, when you choose to act, when you decide to rise above the distractions, the doubts, and the excuses. It happens in the daily commitment to doing what needs to be done, even when no one is watching, even when no one is applauding your effort. This is where success is born, in the solitude of your daily habits, in the consistency of your actions, and in the fire you build within yourself. You see, the real difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not luck. It's not talent. It's not even circumstances. It's about the courage to face your own limitations and push beyond them, to show up every day with a mindset that refuses to accept failure, that refuses to settle for less than greatness. This is where the winners are made. This is where they rise by committing to themselves, by creating the habits that lay the foundation for everything they want to accomplish. But the road is not easy. It is filled with obstacles, distractions, and challenges that will test your resolve. There will be days when you feel exhausted, when you question if it's worth it, when you wonder if you're really making progress. And in those moments, when the storm of self-doubt clouds your mind, you must remember why you started. Remember that every step, no matter how small, is a step closer to the person you are becoming. You don't need to see the entire staircase. Just take the first step, then the next, then the next. And as you keep climbing, you will gain the momentum you need to push forward. The winners are the ones who keep moving, who take that next step even when the path is unclear. They trust in the process, they trust in their habits, and most importantly, they trust in themselves. Success is the result of doing the right thing day in and day out. It's the small, consistent actions that create the momentum for the big breakthroughs. It's in the hours you put in when the world is still sleeping, when the distractions are few, when you are left with only yourself and your drive to succeed. It's in those moments that winners separate themselves from the rest. They refuse to be passive observers of life. They choose to be active participants. They don't let time slip away. They own their time. They design their lives with intention. And remember, success is not just about getting rich, about fame, or about status. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about living with purpose, with passion, and with the clarity of mind that comes from knowing you are doing exactly what you were meant to do. When you create the habits of a winner, you create a life of fulfillment, a life that aligns with your deepest values and desires. Every winner has this same core belief. They are in control of their life. They have learned to master their emotions, their time, and their energy. They are not at the mercy of circumstances. They are the creators of their own destiny. And you have that same power within you. You are the author of your own story. You can choose the habits, the thoughts, the actions that will guide you to the life you envision. Now, the time has come for you to take a step back and evaluate. What habits do you need to change? What habits do you need to embrace to become the person you are destined to be? Take inventory of your daily actions. Are they aligned with the future you want to create? Are you investing your time, energy, and resources in ways that will pay dividends in the long run? Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create the environment that supports your goals. You already have everything you need within you to succeed. Now it's time to step into your power, to take control, and to commit to doing what the winners do. Show up every day, take action, and refuse to give up. Because the truth is, you are not like everyone else. You are meant for something greater. You have the potential to achieve greatness. But greatness is not something that is handed to you. It's something you create with your actions, your habits, your mindset, and your discipline. The choices you make today are the seeds for the future you want to grow. So, get started. Build the habits of a winner. Take control of your life, your time, and your actions. Stop waiting for success to find you. Create it. Step by step, day by day, habit by habit. Because winners aren't made in a day. They're made in the quiet, consistent actions that are taken day after day. Your future is waiting for you, and it starts with the choices you make right now. Make today the day you start creating the life you deserve. As you step forward, remember that the path to greatness is not always linear. There will be bumps, there will be setbacks, and there will be moments when it feels like the weight of the world is pressing against you. But these moments are not the end. They are the testing grounds for your growth, the proving grounds where your commitment is forged. The fire refines the gold, and you are being refined, shaped into a version of yourself that you didn't even know was possible. Now is not the time to shrink back, to let fear and doubt keep you from your potential. You are capable of more than you know. Your mind, your body, and your spirit are powerful beyond measure, but it is up to you to harness that power. It is up to you to choose to rise every single day with purpose, with discipline, and with unshakable belief in yourself. Every single day you take a step forward. Every habit you choose to embrace. Every action you take in the direction of your dreams brings you closer to the life you've always wanted. But here's the key. You must be relentless. It's not enough to take one step and then rest on your laurels. It's not enough to show up once and then disappear when things get difficult. Success is not a one-time event. It is a daily commitment to doing the work, to showing up when it's hard, to pushing through the obstacles, to growing when it feels uncomfortable, and to constantly improving. Success is the culmination of daily habits, decisions, and actions that build over time. The winners of this world know that they don't get to the top alone, and they don't get there by waiting. They get there by pushing, by pulling themselves up when they fall, by never settling for good enough. They don't look at success as something out of their reach. They see it as something they are actively creating, one action at a time, one decision at a time. They are always moving forward. You are capable of doing the same. You have within you the power to create that same momentum, to take the same actions, to build those same habits. No one gets to decide your future but you. Your habits today are shaping the success of tomorrow, and the future you are building starts with the habits you cultivate right now. So look at the person you are today and ask yourself, are the habits I am forming moving me toward the person I want to be? Are the actions I am taking today aligning with the success I want to achieve? The habits you choose will either create a life of abundance, fulfillment, and success, or a life of regret and missed opportunities. The choice is yours, and every choice you make brings you closer to your future. Don't waste that power. You have everything you need right now to take control, to move forward, and to create the life you've always dreamed of. The winners are not special because they have some inherent advantage over you. They are successful because they make the choices, form the habits, and take the actions that lead them to greatness. They believe in themselves, and they act on that belief every single day. Now, it's your turn. It's your turn to rise with purpose. It's your turn to make the small choices, the consistent actions, and the daily habits that will make all the difference in your future. It's your turn to stop waiting and start creating. Your journey starts today. Take control of your habits. Take control of your time. Take control of your destiny, and as you continue to rise, you will find that success becomes inevitable. Every step you take now brings you closer to the person you are meant to become. So, make today count. Make it the day you choose to be a winner. And from this moment forward, build the life you've always dreamed of. The future belongs to those who rise early, who work relentlessly, and who commit to becoming the best version of themselves every single day. And you, my friend, are more than capable of doing just that. Now, go and create it. As you move forward from this moment, let the fire inside you burn brighter than ever. You are in control. You have the power to shape your life, to create your success, to build your future. The world does not dictate who you become. You do. So, remember, success isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about creating the right moments, day after day, with every decision you make, every habit you form, and every action you take. You are not just living a life of chance, you are living a life of choice. Make those choices count. When you look in the mirror, see the person you are becoming, the person who rises every day with purpose, who builds habits that shape their success, who refuses to settle for anything less than greatness. That person is you. Let today be the day that you make the decision to build, to grow, to rise, and to step into the life you deserve. Because greatness is not a destination, it's a journey. And that journey begins now. The time is now. Step into it. You are ready. The world is waiting for you to shine. And now, you know exactly what it takes to get there. Your success begins with you. And you've got everything it takes. Go out and create the future you've always dreamed of. The choice is yours.